Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly.
Show up for her and support her for the rest of my life.
So is Demi. I've struggled with codependency issues and my own addictions. So has Demi.
And love somebody for the rest of your life, even when you don't agree with them.
Relating. It's like I'm sharing my story as you're sharing your story.
Jada's the best friend I have ever had on this planet.
Get into a conversation about mistakes we've made in our lives, lessons we've learned.
Will Smith joined wife Jada Pinkett Smith on stage in her hometown of Baltimore as he spoke out for the first time about their relationship since the release of her revealing book. The event featured a conversation between the 52-year-old actress and CNN's Laura Coates, and even included an unscheduled on-stage appearance from Jada's family. Towards the end of the talk, she was joined on stage by Will plus their children Willow and Jaden, along with Trey, whom Will shares with ex-wife Cherie Zampino. Jada then jokingly declared, per the banner, "I guess the talk's over. I just really wanted to come out and just be here and hold it down for you the way you have held it down for me," Will said from the stage, as his 3 children watched from over to one side. According to the banner, the family, along with other relatives, was in town to celebrate the 70th birthday of Jada's mom, Adrienne Banfield Norris, but Will's speech was focused on his wife and the couple's long relationship. Now, Will Smith would like to take a minute, just sit right there and tell you how he became a very special guest at Jada Pinkett Smith's book talk. One day after the release of her memoir, Worthy, in which she revealed that the pair have been secretly separated since 2016, the Girls Trip actress attended an event at the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore, Maryland, and was joined on stage by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air alum. According to the Baltimore Banner, Will called his relationship with Jada a sloppy public experiment in unconditional love, as well as brutiful, a combination of brutal and beautiful.
Show up for her and support her for the rest of my life.
So is Demi. I've struggled with codependency issues and my own addictions. So has Demi.
And love somebody for the rest of your life, even when you don't agree with them.
Relating. It's like I'm sharing my story as you're sharing your story.
Jada's the best friend I have ever had on this planet.
Get into a conversation about mistakes we've made in our lives, lessons we've learned.
And just as how he was at the event to support her work, the Oscar winner described how the Red Table Talk host has been there for him since the early days of his acting career. He shared at the October 18 event, "As I stand here before you today, I am happier than I've ever been in my entire life. I have achieved every single thing I have ever wanted in my entire life. There is not one thing left that I desire in this world. All of the awards, all of the money, the family, everything I've ever dreamed. And those dreams were largely built on the foundation of Jada's sacrifices. There were many times when Jada put her career aside so I could follow the dreams of mine." Will wasn't the only member of the Smith family to make a cameo at Jada's book talk. Their children, Jaden Smith, 25, and Willow Smith, 22, as well as the King Richard star's 30-year-old son Trey Smith, whom he shares with ex-wife Cherie Zampino, were also in attendance. In fact, the event was held on the birthday of Jada's mom, Adrienne Banfield Norris, and the Baltimore Banner reported that Jada informed the crowd that the family, which also included her aunt and uncle as well as Will's mother and sister, were in her hometown to celebrate.
Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly.
Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about.
Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly.
This a gangster right here in front of y'all. This little one here, a gangster. Rider.
And Will seemed to suggest that this wouldn't be the last time he and Jada would come together. He said that Jada is the best friend he have ever had on this planet, and he is going to show up for her and support her for the rest of his life. Jada, whose marriage to Will had made headlines over the years, including about him slapping Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars and her entanglement with August Alsina, previously shared how she and the Men in Black actor are still navigating where they stand amid their separation. When asked if there was a chance of reconciliation, she said that they are working very hard at bringing their relationship, yes, bringing their relationship together back to a life partnership. Will and Jada have made quite a few remarks about each other and their bond on and off.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it.
I've never met another person that I connect with in conversation.
You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
I was actually thinking about divorcing, separating. I mean, there have been several of those, right? We don't talk about it, we're not gonna get to the other side. Things are just gonna stay in the cracks and fester. As difficult as it's been, has just brought Will and I closer in such an authentic way.
Way beyond being married. Will Smith said during an interview with Tidal's Rap Radar podcast that, "We don't even say we're married anymore. We refer to ourselves as life partners, where you get into that space where you realize you are literally with somebody for the rest of your life." He added that there are no deal breakers. There's nothing Jada could do, ever, nothing that would break their relationship. He said Jada has his support till death, and it feels so good to get to that space. Rumor Patrol. Jada Pinkett Smith on Atlanta's Q100 said, "I've heard all the things. Their marriage is not real. He's gay, she's gay, they swing. But at the end of the day, people have to believe what they have to believe. I'll tell you what, it's too hard to be in a pretend marriage. Life's too short for that one." Spill the secrets. Will Smith to E! News said that there's really not a secret per se. If you don't get divorced that year, you get to add one more year to your marriage. Trust in the Smiths. Once Jada Pinkett Smith said on Facebook that should we be married to individuals who cannot be responsible for themselves and their families within their freedom? Should we be in relationships with individuals who we cannot entrust to their own values, integrity, and love for us? Then she added that, "Here is how I will change my statement. Will and I both can do whatever we want because we trust each other to do so. This does not mean we have an open relationship. This means we have a grown one." Parent of the Year. Will Smith at VH1's Dear Mama event said that, "I'm not going to be silly, I'm here to honor you. Just watching the piece with the kids, it just takes me back to when we made them. Can't help but think about that. It's just amazing. It's like you take Jada Pinkett Smith and an obscure town in Mexico and some tequila, and you end up with great kids." Stable support. On another instance, Jada Pinkett Smith on the Howard Stern Show said that you gotta trust who you're with, and at the end of the day, I'm not here to be anybody's watcher. I'm not his watcher. He's a grown man. I trust that the man that Will is a man of integrity. He's got all the freedom in the world, and as long as Will can look at himself in the mirror and be okay, I'm good.
I was failing miserably. But on the outside, I was winning.
We decided to call ourselves life partners so that we could have expansion.
There will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
Rumor has it. Will Smith also took to his Facebook to say that in the interest of redundant, repetitious, over and over againness, Jada and him are not getting a divorce. He added that he promises all that if he ever decides to divorce his queen, he swore that he'll tell everyone himself. The rapper wrote, "Under normal circumstances, I don't usually respond to foolishness because it's contagious, but so many people have extended me their deepest condolences that I figured, what the hell?" He clarified that his response came in the interest of redundant, repetitious, over and over againness.
She helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another.
My social media presence is my bread and butter.
Divorce is not an option. We're going to be together. So we're going to figure out how to be happy.
There are people who really enjoy and are successful in conventional marriage.
Love wins. Jada Pinkett Smith also passed a few remarks at VH1's Dear Mama event, saying that she never thought about being married or having a family. She didn't know anything about that because she came from a single mom, so she always thought she's be a single mom and have a career. But then she added she found this beautiful man, Will. She got married to him and she got her bonus son, Trey, and then got Jaden and she got Willow, and she was able to create for herself something she herself never had, which means family.
There will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
There are people who really enjoy and are successful in conventional marriage.
I was failing miserably. But on the outside, I was winning.
Superwoman. Will Smith said to People about Jada that she is just absolutely hardcore. like she absolutely is unfazed by the weight and the pressures of life. She is so calm and cool and easy in any situation. She can bear anything, and he just loves that about her.
Was it the right thing to reveal, to talk about everything? Do you feel like you made the right choice?
Absolutely.
You and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
There were different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together.
Publicity, please. Jada Pinkett Smith to American Way magazine. If you really want to know, I'm thankful for the Hollywood scrutiny. That's my problem. There are mothers out there losing their sons, their husbands, their daughters. I'm blessed, so scrutinize me. I'll take that any day over what the majority of my people are dealing with on a daily basis. I dare not complain.
There will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
Loyal to the end. Jada also said that Will has been by her side through some of the most difficult parts of her life, and so that's something no one can ever take away. A lot of other things one never knows. Other things might change. But one thing is for sure, she loves him deeply, and he is her best friend.
We decided to call ourselves life partners so that we could have expansion.
Because she wanted me to know that that pleasure was from me.
There are people who really enjoy and are successful in conventional marriage.
Officially separated, we agreed that she had to make herself happy. I was failing miserably. But on the outside, I was winning.
It's the first time Sharia and I actually have sat down to talk about it, and it was...
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.